Welcome to This Explainer. Let's just dive right in, shall we? If you're anywhere near Medicare age, you already know the drill. You know the overwhelming stress of that fall deadline. From mid-October to early December, you're just bombarded with mailers, commercials, and endless reminders to review your healthcare coverage. And honestly, it kind of feels like if you make one mistake, or if you simply miss that window, you are entirely out of luck for a whole year. But today, we're talking about an absolute financial and healthcare lifesaver. It's the Medicare Special Enrollment Period, or SEP. Think of this as your personal escape hatch from that rigid fall schedule.
So here's the core difference. On one side, we've got the annual enrollment period. That's the rigid 7-week fall window running from October 15th to December 7th. That's the one everyone knows, right? But on the other side, we have the special enrollment period. Now this one is dynamic. It's event-driven. Because let's be real here, life absolutely refuses to wait for October. People move in June. People retire in April. And the Medicare system actually has built-in mechanisms to accommodate these life changes. You just have to know they exist.
Here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look beyond the fall deadline. Then, life events that trigger SEPs. Third, hidden special enrollment windows. Fourth, avoiding the COBRA trap. And finally, how to claim your SEP.
All right, part 1. Beyond the fall deadline. Life happens.
So what exactly is a special enrollment period? Well, it's a window outside that standard fall period that lets you change your Medicare Advantage or Part D coverage after a specific qualifying life event. Now, this isn't just some dry government rule, it's literally an escape hatch designed specifically for when life throws you a curveball. But the absolutely crucial phrase here is qualifying life event. You can't just use this because, it's Tuesday and you suddenly want a new plan. Something specific actually has to happen.
Moving on to part 2, life events that trigger SEPs, the catalysts.
Okay, let's look at some of the most common triggers. Say you move outside your current plan's service area. You actually get a window that starts a full month before you move and lasts for 2 full months after. Or if you lose your employer or union coverage, you typically get a window of 2 months after that coverage ends to enroll without a penalty. What if you move back to the US after living abroad? You get 2 full months starting from the month you return. Basically, the government is giving you a very specific grace period, but the clock is absolutely ticking.
Let's make this abstract timeline concrete. Imagine you're enrolled in a Medicare Advantage HMO plan, and you decide to relocate from Arizona to a new county in June. So June is month 0. Because you're moving out of your plan's service area, your window actually opens in May, a full month before the move. You then have June, July, and August to select a new plan that's available in your new county. If you don't act by the end of August, bam, that window slams shut and you'll have to wait all the way until the fall annual enrollment period. And honestly, that could leave you paying hefty out-of-network costs for the rest of the year. No thanks.
Let's hit part 3, hidden special enrollment windows, beyond moving. Now, these hidden windows are incredibly flexible. Take dual eligibility, for example. If you qualify for both Medicare and Medicaid, or you get extra help paying for Part D costs, you generally get a SEP that allows you to switch plans essentially every single month. I mean, that is huge. Or think about plan ratings. If a top-rated 5-star Medicare plan is available in your area, the rules actually allow you to switch into it once per calendar year, at any time. You do not have to wait for fall to get a 5-star upgrade. There are also windows for moving into skilled nursing facilities, being diagnosed with severe chronic conditions like diabetes, which opens up a chronic condition special needs plan, and even extended windows if you're affected by a federally declared disaster.
All right, part 4, avoiding the COBRA trap, myths and misconceptions. I want to ask you this direct question, mostly because it's a super common misconception we see all the time. Can I switch plans anytime I want? People hear about these special enrollment periods, and they kind of just think the rules are optional. And here is an even more crucial question. Does COBRA delay my late enrollment penalty? Think about it. If you lose your job, but you keep your employer's insurance through COBRA, are you magically safe from Medicare penalties? Well, it's time for a fact check. First up, no, you cannot switch anytime you want. Wanting a different plan is not a qualifying event. You really do need a catalyst. But more importantly, COBRA and ACA marketplace plans are not considered creditable coverage to delay Medicare. Seriously. If you're turning 65 and on COBRA, you still need to enroll in Medicare during your initial enrollment period. Losing COBRA later on does not typically trigger a special enrollment period the way losing active employer coverage does. The penalty clock starts based on your Medicare eligibility date, not your COBRA status. This is a massive, massive trap that costs people so much money in late penalties.
There's also another big fear out there. People tend to think, if I miss my SEP window, I'm just stuck without any coverage at all. Thankfully, this is 100% a myth. If you miss your special window, you generally aren't going to lose your existing original Medicare Part A and Part B coverage. You're just losing your ability to change your Medicare Advantage or Part D prescription drug plan right then and there. You'll just have to wait for the next fall enrollment period to make those specific changes.
Which brings us to Part 5, how to claim your SEP, the action plan.
Here's a simple 5-step roadmap to get this done. Step 1. Confirm you actually qualify. You can check your specific trigger on Medicare.gov or just call 1-800-MEDICARE. Step 2. Act within your time-limited window. As we just saw, clocks are ticking, often giving you just 2 or 3 months. Step 3. Gather your documentation. Step 4. Compare plans exactly like you would during the fall. Check the networks, check the formularies, look at those star ratings. And Step 5. Enroll online, by phone, or through a licensed agent. Just be absolutely sure to note the specific reason for your SEP when you do.
Actually, let's pause on Step 3 for just a second, because you absolutely must keep your proof handy. When you try to enroll using a SEP, the plan might place your enrollment on hold while they verify that your life event actually happened. Having a termination of coverage letter from your old job, a new lease or utility bill showing your move date, or a Medicaid approval letter ready to go will prevent some really frustrating delays.
Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed by all this, there is an incredible free resource for you. It's called SHIP, the State Health Insurance Assistance Program. Every single state has one. They provide free, federally funded, totally unbiased, one-on-one Medicare counseling. And the best part? They don't sell plans and they don't earn commissions. They're just a fantastic place to get a second opinion on whether your specific situation qualifies you for a special enrollment period. You can easily find their contact info right on Medicare.gov.
To summarize what you should really take away from this explainer, even if you don't need a special enrollment period today, understanding these categories is absolutely essential. Recognizing a qualifying event when it happens, like a job change, a move across state lines, or a shift in financial assistance, means you are equipped to upgrade your healthcare when life inevitably happens. You definitely don't have to suffer with a plan that no longer fits you just because it happens to be springtime.
Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. As we've seen today, life doesn't wait for October. You might have had a qualifying life event recently and not even realized it. So I'll leave you with this. Take a look at your life over the last few months. Are you missing your enrollment window right now?